In this video, we'll discuss how the new A5 run generic component XBasic function can be used to display a UX component, custom component, or page layout component in an A5W code block or in an Ajax callback. So you can see that we have a very simple component over here that just has some static text, which is our label over here, and then we have a freeform container that contains some HTML, but also contains a code block where we're actually running two different UX components. So you can see the first component is this component called MySQL Customer Embedded, and then the second component is UX components. So when we go and we run the component, we can see that on the initial display of the UX, so there's no Ajax callback required to display these two embedded UX components here. We're displaying the first component, and you can see the data has been populated from a row in the data bound table that this component is bound to. And you can see in this component we've basically set default values for the field 1 and field 2 values. So let's go back now and take a look at how we did this. So you can see that in both cases we're using the run generic component function, and over here we specified the component name, the component alias, and then we've specified these optional properties here called populate dialog. So we've chosen to set that to .t dot, which means that we want to populate it, and then we've set that the primary key value of the record that we'd like to populate the UX component with is 10. So we're going to go and fetch the primary key for that has a value of 10 and then use that to populate the component. In this case here, we've specified that the component is the UX component, and this UX component defined two arguments, arg1 and arg2. So we created this property here called settings dot underbar argument values, and we've set arg1 to John and arg2 to Smith, and then we've also done an override settings and set the style name to the current style name, because this particular component was defined using a different style than the host component, and we want all of the embedded components to have the same style. So when we go back now and we run it, we can see that basically the first component is emitted and then the second component is emitted. So the functionality of the A5 underbar XB run generic component is conceptually similar to the functionality of the A5 underbar XB run grid component, which was discussed in a previous video. But the ability to run these components in just XBasic code is a powerful addition to version 12. Thanks very much for watching.